Day 2 of a virtual Democratic National Convention wrapping up, during which Joe Biden officially became the nominee. Democrats now hard at work to show he can appeal to a large amount of supporters. ABC's Inez de la Catera looks at what's next.
Former Vice President Joe Biden officially becoming the Democratic nominee for president, with his wife, Dr. Jill Biden, by his side, closing out the second night of a virtual DNC.
The heart of this nation still beats with kindness and courage. That's the soul of America Joe Biden is fighting for now.
From former President Bill Clinton.
The difference is stark. You know what Donald Trump will do with 4 more years: blame, bully, and belittle. And you know what Joe Biden will do: build back better.
To the 17 rising star Democrats that spoke in lieu of a traditional keynote address. Democrats working hard to show that the party is united and calling members of all groups and ages to get out and vote.
I've been doing this for a long time, so let me just be plain. Black people, especially black women, are the backbone of this party. And if we don't show up, Democrats don't get elected.
For a second night, the party also making a point to feature Republicans, like former George W. Bush Secretary of State Colin Powell, who threw his support behind Biden.
Our country needs a commander-in-chief who takes care of our troops in the same way he would his own family.
And Cindy McCain speaking in a touching video about Biden's friendship with her late husband, Republican Senator John McCain.
They would just sit and joke. It was like a comedy show sometimes to watch the two of them.
Meanwhile, President Trump trying to distract attention from the Democrats out on the stump in critical swing states.
This election that we're going into is the most important election in the history of our country. Because we had crooked Hillary, but this is something, these people are sick.
Tonight, it'll be former President Barack Obama's turn to speak. A spokesperson tells ABC News he plans to warn that democracy itself is on the line and outline why Biden and his running mate Kamala Harris have the character and experience needed to lead America out of the COVID-19 crisis. Inez de la Catera, ABC News, Washington.
Nevada State Senator Yvonne Cancela delivered part of the keynote address at the convention. She took aim at President Trump's handling of the pandemic. She also talked about her efforts to try and rein in the cost of prescription medicine.
Donald Trump just doesn't understand. We can't fix our economy until we get a hold of the virus. In Nevada, we're making drug prices more transparent, so people with chronic illnesses won't go broke while drug companies get rich.
Senator Cancela is part of Nevada's COVID-19 task force. She also became the first ever Latina elected to the state Senate. And you can watch the Democratic Convention right here on Channel 13 starting at 7 p.m. Then stay with us for a special edition of 13 Action News at 10 p.m. We'll be talking to top Nevada Democrats, including Congresswoman Dina Titus, about 2020. And then August 24th through the 27th, you can watch 13 Action News for special coverage of the Republican National Convention.